A really hot topic these days is finding what your true passion is. A lot of people are looking for this in their business, if they're self employed or in their current job or career, in relationships, whatever it might be. Now, I heard something recently from Steve Harvey. Most of you know him as the host of The Family Feud. He's also a comedian and an actor. And Steve Harvey actually was homeless for about 3 years. He lived out of his car as he was developing his comedy career. And he spoke about a gift. So I know some people will kind of mix a gift with passion. I believe there's a difference. A gift is something that you're the best at and you do it with ease. A passion could be something that you really enjoy or you like to do and you have to work at being good at it. So there's the difference. So in this motivational talk that Steve Harvey gave, he was talking about finding your true gift because it could lead to you making a fortune, as he put it, you building an empire with your gift because it's something that only you have. And if you can figure out what it is, you can live a life of fulfillment sharing this gift with other people. And he also stated too, and I like the analogy he used, that if you have this door open for you and you think this is the gift I have and this is how I'm going to pursue it, and it slams shut on you, well, if you walk on down the hall, there's another door for you. Maybe that first door wasn't the one for you, so you move on down the hall and you look for the next door and see what it has for you. Because once you figure out what your gift is, and sometimes it's not very obvious, it could be something so subtle. I've heard that being sensitive is a gift. So you find a way to use that in a business sense or your current career, whatever it is, or even building better relationships. Use it. That is something that not everybody has, and you need to discover that. In some cases, you may have to reach out to the people around you and ask them, hey, what is something that you see in me that you think would be considered a gift? You have to kind of be vulnerable and be ready to hear what other people are saying, but that's a great way of doing it. So Steve also shared a few stories of people who discovered their gifts and became very fulfilled by it financially and personally and emotionally. And the first one he shared was of the guy that used to cut his hair. Steve Harvey, before he was Steve Harvey, when he did the comedy tours, he was known as Steve Hightower. He had the very high top hair. And before he became famous, this guy would cut his hair for $10 a haircut. So as he was going up the ranks on the comedy tours and becoming more famous and more wealthy, he remembered this guy. He remembered this guy did such a great job at cutting his hair that he wanted to connect with him again. So he reached out to him, he found him, and at that time, this guy was charging $300 for a haircut. So he brought him along and he had him doing haircuts. Well, this led into this guy eventually cutting Steve Harvey's hair for $1,500 a haircut. He was getting his haircut from this guy 4 times a week. That led to this guy making $6,000 a week from cutting Steve Harvey's hair. Steve Harvey said he couldn't find anybody who could cut hair like him, the way he wanted it done. That was this guy's gift. Another story he shared was of a kid when they were growing up, they'd go out and play or hang out, and this kid would go cut lawns. He was so good at it and then loved it so much that he would adjust the blade heights on this single blade lawnmower to leave patterns in people's lawns, and people loved it. And now this guy is running a multi-million-dollar landscaping company. And the final story he shared, which is a really powerful one because I just looked her up, Marie Callender. There's all kinds of frozen food, dinners, and pies. Well, she started out as a single mom working in a diner that was close to being shut down. They weren't making enough money. The owner was really losing a lot of money here. So she decided to ask the owner if she could bake one of her pies that a lot of family and friends loved and bring it into the diner and see if they could sell it. Well, the first day the pie was gone. So the next day she brought in 2 pies and 3 pies, and this just kept growing and growing until it got to the point where people were coming in to actually ask to purchase an entire pie so they could take it home. So she started doing that. She actually had to buy herself a commercial-sized oven so that she could bake all these pies and bring them in. Well, the restaurant owner stopped selling hamburgers and just turned it into a pie shop. Well, now Marie Callender at the time of Steve Harvey's speech here, she's got 120 restaurants throughout the U.S. You can find all her frozen food products in virtually any grocery store. And this woman started as a single mom working in a restaurant that was about to close down. So that was her gift. So your gift can be anything from teaching, painting, baking, landscaping, home renovations, whatever it is. It's something that you are considered the best at, and you do it with ease. Now just let that sink in. Think about waking up in the morning and being excited to just go do something that you love to do, and it comes easy to you. And it's a gift. It's something that you're really, really good at. Now, here's the problem with what's going on now is people are quitting their jobs and trying to discover their passion or their gift, and they're hurting themselves financially. In some cases, you have to keep that job and work on your gift in the evening time, weekends, however you need to navigate that. You can't just drop everything and go. But once you find your gift and you work at it and share it with the rest of the people around you, the world around you, it can develop into something massive for you. All right, there's a thing I heard is from Zig Ziglar, and he said, when you work at a job, you can earn a living. But when you work on yourself, you can earn a fortune. Now, whatever that fortune means to you, that could be extra time with your family, that could be money, that could be building relationships with you, that could be sharing your gift with the world. That could be your fortune. All right? I wanted to share that with you. I do call this channel Be True to You. So find out what is that burning desire inside you and what's really true to you and what you really want to share with others. I appreciate all of you for checking out the video again. And if you would, share this video with somebody you think would get something out of it. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with other people. Give me some like. Give me a comment. Share a comment with me. I enjoy engaging with people on here and having discussions and taking this conversation even further, because I think it really can be beneficial for everyone if they truly found their gift. All right. All the best. We'll talk to everybody soon.